Join us for the McAllen Holiday Parade presented by La Plaza Mall. It's the largest illuminated holiday parade in Texas. Amazing floats, dynamic marching bands, and giant helium balloons. It's a season of magic. McAllen streets are lined with thousands of spectators for the Parade of Stars, featuring Dallas Cowboy star wide receiver Cole Beasley, and also on America's team, running back Darius Jackson, Mexican novela star Univision's Marjorie de Sosa, actor, singer, and Telemundo television personality Carlos Ponce, Telemundo entertainment correspondent Jessica Carrillo, as seen on Walk the Prank, Cody Veith, national radio personality Raul Brindis, Tejano superstars Los Palominos, children's favorite Peppa Pig, and the nationally famous Fightin' Texas Aggie Band. Join us now for the International Award-winning 2016 McAllen Holiday Parade.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Marcy Martinez here with Buddy the Elf. I'm Brian Hale. We have the big McAllen Holiday Parade about to kick off right here at the McAllen Stadium. It is a great night, a little windy, a little cool, but it's beautiful.
Well, the cold front, the rain held off, thank goodness, and the cold front came through early. That's the problem, but it feels more like holiday, that's for sure.
Yes, that's good. That's why I wore long sleeve today. You warned me that it might get a little cool at night, and it is breezy out there, so we're going to see those volunteers that have been training for weeks to hold on to those balloons really hunkering down. It is going to be a big night. We already heard from the Texas Fighting Aggie Band. They're going to be leading off the parade. I believe we got started already. So again, amazing lineup, giant helium balloons. Brian, I know a lot of people say this is like the Macy's Day Parade. It really is.
Yeah, it truly is. Those balloons are very, very impressive, so I hope they'll still have plenty of them out there. But again, the wind is continuing to be an issue right now.
And we begin with the McAllen Police Honor Guard, the ceremonial unit made up of volunteer officers who conduct funeral honors for fallen officers and also carry the colors at special events like parades like this one and other unique city ceremonies. We thank them so much.
And La Plaza Mall represented as well tonight's parade, presenting its best foot forward, absolutely, La Plaza Mall.
And they do so much, La Plaza Mall, for the community and sponsoring this event tonight, as well as HEB and many other sponsors. But here they come. Here is our step-off band, the Fighting Texas Aggie Band, nationally known for its precision military marching formations on the football gridiron, the largest military marching band in the nation, Brian.
This 300-member corps of cadet unit is the official marching band of Texas A&M University. We saw their incredible show earlier, and a lot of folks have seen their show before, and it's very impressive.
Very, very impressive, skilled group of people here with us. Let's listen into the Aggies. Something for everyone here tonight. If you're an Aggie Longhorn Cowboys fan, you're going to have a good time here. Here are our friends from Palenque Grill, another great sponsor here with us tonight.
That's the first inflatable balloon.
Yes, it's coming up right now. I want to remind you, we're streaming live all across the country.
See, Brian's pointed the wrong direction.
This is where you want to look right now. Here comes the marching band next to us. I'm gonna let us listen in one more time. They're so close to us now. Every single step in tandem there.
Yeah, they're quite impressive that way.
And you know, here comes Santa. Big Santa coming up next. Thanks to Taco Palenque, and Pollo Palenque.
And everyone holding on for dear life. The whole Santa in place.
And I know that there are so many people excited to see the lineup we have tonight. There was a big change tonight before the parade. Ezekiel Elliott unable to make it down here tonight, but his great friends and great players with the Dallas Cowboys are here to join us. We have our Grand Marshal, that is, our first Dallas Cowboy of the evening. We're going to say hello, a big hello, to Cole Beasley. He is riding along with McAllen Mayor Jim Darling tonight, joined by his beautiful wife Sandra. All you Dallas Cowboys fans are going to go crazy as soon as you get a sight of Cole Beasley. You hear him in the stands. They know who's here.
Yeah, there's no no not figuring that out for these fans. There he goes.
So many Dallas Cowboys fans here in the Rio Grande Valley. I know people traveled from out of town just to get a sight of the Dallas Cowboys in person. We've got Darius Jackson on the parade route as well. We'll see him in just a little bit, but we get to get a close-up look now at Cole Beasley and part of America's team, wide receiver. We have seen them now. What, 11-1 is there, or 11-0?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's 11-0.
11-1, but they're undefeated in what matters. I know that for sure. And the season's not over yet. So we thank them so much for coming down here in such a critical moment to join us out here tonight. There's our Grand Marshal, Cole Beasley.
And tonight, a lot of people are in the stands, but once that cold front came through, I noticed a lot of the people are getting a lot closer together because this front was not supposed to come through until the morning hours, so it's a lot cooler than people were anticipating.
And Cole Beasley is talking to the crowd right now.
Definitely a huge crowd.
Yes, and there are some family members there, some other Dallas Cowboys members. I know the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders will be here with us today, and everyone in their boots and jeans because it's the perfect time to do so here in the Rio Grande Valley with the cool air finally coming through. Beasley bringing the sauce as usual, joined by his wife Kristen and son Ace, and the mayor joined by his grandkids Mila and Ever on that float, sponsored by Kraft. There is our mayor, Jim Darling, right behind them. I think the mayor's going to say a few words as well.
Well, also the mayor is very excited about the holiday season.
I'm asking Brian for his phone. We got to take some pictures of Cole Beasley as he heads over here. All right. So there he is, everyone. Cole Beasley making his way down the parade route with the Dallas Cowboys. Some big fans out here. We'll say hello to them. Hi. Again, we're live streaming on valleycentral.com. Next up, we have a Dallas Cowboys, Darius Jackson. And he has some lights all over him. He decided to dress up for the occasion. He's Snapchatting as he goes along. If you can find him on Snapchat, you're going to get to see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd watching Darius Jackson make his way, again, with the Dallas Cowboys. And Brian, this is the biggest team in the NFL right now.
Yes.
Undefeated team in the NFL. We're hoping these guys go on over to the Super Bowl. They probably will. And they made it here to our parade.
Yeah, well, there's no secret. It's no secret that the McAllen Holiday Parade is becoming a pretty big event, and a lot of folks are taking notice.
Yes, they are. And like I said, people have traveled from all over the nation just to see some of the entrants in this parade today. So we're glad that the Dallas Cowboys could be here, that the city of McAllen could make this happen. And I know that there are a lot of happy people in the stands here at the stadium tonight. And this is just the beginning. This is just where the parade starts.
Yeah.
Then they head out onto the parade route, which is filled with fans, and they're going to have a great time. I believe they're going to be surprised at how many people showed up to see them.
Oh, absolutely.
Hi, Merry Christmas. There goes Darius Jackson with the Dallas Cowboys.
And here comes the McAllen Memorial High School Band as well. Not to be overshadowed by the A&M band at all. They're loud and proud, and they're coming through.
They are celebrating a 37th year of excellence now. The McAllen Memorial Marching Band consistently earns superior ratings in the fall and spring UIL competitions. The marching band has been an area qualifier for the last 12 years. The Memorial Band performs at various venues across the area throughout the school year, and they were featured in the pre-show as well. Lots of students performing, dancing, having a great time at the McAllen Holiday Parade. If you want to watch this on CBS 4 News, we're going to start live at 6:30, but we are streaming live all over the place right now on valleycentral.com.
And more inflatables, more of the big balloons coming on down the way, some big Christmas ornaments with International Bank. They are not having any problem. They seem to be negotiating these large balloons.
I don't know how they do it every year. International Bank has some volunteers there holding on to the ornaments tonight, and I hope they're getting a feel for the wind in here, Brian, because once they hit that parade route, it's going to be rough, and they're going to have to hold on tight, but quite a treat. You still hear the crowd going wild here for Darius.
If you live in Alamo and one of these giant things lands in your backyard,
bring it back.
Please return it to the city.
They might need it next year as well.
Yeah.
Don't hang it on top of your house, because they'll find it immediately. We have Mayor Pro Tem and Commissioner Hilda Escochea Salinas and Marjorie de Sousa. They're coming up next after this. And again, we want to thank our sponsors, HEB, International Bank. We've got Kraft Heinz, so many sponsors here tonight. CBS 4 News, always glad to sponsor this event and to bring it live to you, live streamed on valleycentral.com. We're also on our Facebook page, on social media, on Twitter. You can post your pictures there from the parade route with the Dallas Cowboys. And again, fun night, great weather. If you have a chance still to get down here, this is just the tip-off, guys. So you can still make it out to the parade route. There are bus routes along the city of McAllen. You see my eyes watering here. I'm not crying because I got to see Darius Jackson, but I'm excited because I'm crying because the wind out here. So do come prepared if you're coming out here. Bring a little windbreaker. People still wear windbreakers, right?
They do.
All right, that little jacket, put it on.
They still wear them.
Bring them on out here. This is the time to wear them. And but it is an enjoyable night on the parade route. And I know that a lot of...
It's not raining. That's the good news.
It's not.
I
had one drop, but I think it came from maybe one of your tears.
Oh, okay.
But again, we're going to be live out here starting at 6:30 on CBS 4 News. So if you want to just catch that and record it there, go for it. You can also play this back on Valley Central after it's all done, so you can get another look at Cole Beasley and Darius Jackson. I know that we have another Dallas Cowboy heading this way too. Oh yeah. And Brian, these are the small ones.
Yeah.
Wait till the big ones come through with this wind.
They're managing.
Here comes that float. It's a Selena-themed float that you'll see on the way here. And if I look, I think that is an actual, is it a statue of Selena on there that we have? I see purple and yellow roses, which indicates Selena Quintanilla. Yes, Selena Quintanilla Perez.
Well, no matter, when you go on down to Bicentennial along the route, I don't think you're going to have any problem. The city of McAllen has been learning each year what works and what doesn't, and now you look at the parade route and it is littered with plenty of facilities, shall we say, so people have a much easier time watching the parade.
And here comes Marjorie de Sousa, our celebrity guest. She's saying a few words to the crowd right now. And there were some meet and greets done earlier today, so a lot of fans got to meet some of their favorite artists, even meet some of the Dallas Cowboys. And I know that the people that are in the stadium tonight had to buy 3 craft products and then go turn those in from HEB and turn those in for a ticket to get in here. And look at all the people who went to HEB to buy those products to get a chance to sit inside the stadium with us as we kick off the parade in here and as they head out to the parade route. So no one has a bad seat on this parade because there are several stadium seats outside on the parade route, so you'll be able to get a good look.
As a commissioner, how in the world do you get into a float like that?
As in, hi!
As in a giant caterpillar or whatever.
How do you get in, or how did he score that?
Yeah, how did he score that?
Because he said, I am a commissioner, and I want the cutest float you have there. And TREY PEBLEY and his family up on a caterpillar. Absolutely adorable. Next up, we have Nicky Rowe High School.
That's right, the high school band.
And the tiaras.
All lit up and ready to go.
This is a little warm-up for everyone as they get onto the route.
Yeah, there is no cooler memory that I have than marching in the, I was in the marching band when I was a kid, in the Grand Rapids, Michigan Santa Claus Parade. with about 4 inches of snow on the ground and about 22 degrees.
Wow.
I was a little bit colder.
Yeah.
But still, everything's relative. If you're not used to it being this cool, wear a jacket, wear a windbreaker, because that wind.
The wind's picking up now too, and a little cooler. I
on
just
the back of the
really
cold front
felt
that's
it.
moved through. That's the mechanics of a cold front. It's going to continue to let that north wind blow on in and continue to keep it feeling kind of cool.
You see those Dallas Cowboys fans still in the stands. They can't believe they just saw Cole Beasley and Darius Jackson in person, bringing the sauce. You see a lot of symbols that the players do out on the field. I know you guys know all the symbols, so they're still excited. Again, Ezekiel Elliott unable to make it down here after all, but the team, the great members of the team are still here with us, so the fans are ecstatic to see the Dallas Cowboys as part of the parade. And again, this is just the start. I'm gonna shoot for, how many did we have last year? Remember? What was the turnout to the parade?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna find out. But it's gonna be even bigger this year because of our Cowboys players that are in the parade with us tonight.
If I say a number, it's gonna be wrong, and then I'm gonna get in trouble, so I'm not gonna say a number.
There goes Nikki Rowe and the Tiaras.
And it just keeps coming as more floats roll right on down. City Commissioner Richard Cortez coming around the bend there.
Now, you know, we have a lot of impersonators in the band with us tonight, some really skilled impersonators. I wonder...
Impersonators?
Yeah, there's a George Strait impersonator on that float who actually performs, who even looks...
in the high school band.
No, I think, or this is the Beatles, actually. Are this the Beatles? Yeah, the Beatles are on this float.
Okay.
And so what a treat, though, for everyone along the parade route to hear the music, seeing it perform professionally.
Yeah.
These are professionals. So we also have George Strait, the impersonator. We have a Justin Bieber impersonator with us, so that's going to be quite a treat on the parade route.
I won't be sad about that. The impersonator's just fine.
Oh, Brian Hale. So yes, a lot of color. The theme this year.
Well, through. Let's see now. We have all kinds of things going on this year with this float, and also, who's up next? Which one?
I'm trying to look. I see snowflakes. Yes. It is a Rabba Kistner sponsoring the Snow Flurry. We have 13-foot helium-filled snowflakes. That's sponsored by the shopping magazine.
It's
been almost
12
years. Uh-oh, they're having a little, let's get on up there with the cooler air snowflakes.
Yeah.
Unless they're making them bounce.
Yeah,
That's fun too, right?
Yeah.
They could do that. They're skilled at that. Almost 12 years since snow was recorded here in the Valley, Brian. We remember it very well.
2004, Christmas Eve,
I remember
a white
that day.
Christmas. If you were alive
So
to
nice.
see that, that's the only time, statistically speaking, that is the only time you will ever see it. You saw it in your lifetime once,
It was
and
great.
it won't happen
I remember
again.
walking. I mean, we knew it was coming because we had the flurries at night. Then it
With
started
cold
snowing
rain,
overnight.
and then it
Right.
started,
Morning, 7 o'clock, the family goes outside. Everyone's shell-shocked, walking around neighborhoods. Can't believe there's snow. By 8 o'clock, melting.
Yeah.
So if you didn't wake up early that day, but we all did, I know here in the Valley growing up here, it was the best Christmas miracle we could have ever thought of. And now we have some snow flurries to remind us of that right here.
But with this one, I don't have to stay up all night covering it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a long night for Brian.
That
Let me
was
tell you
a
what,
lot
in
of fun.
2004, but it was worth it.
Remember, there are a lot of streets blocked off in this parade route. You're going to see some major intersections blocked off, but if you do want to make it out here, there is still time. Just give yourself the patience, make sure you come with that, and that you park far away, and you're going to have to walk to the parade route, but you'll still be able to find them.
The Beatles, yes.
We know that song well, and we know the Beatles well.
There is such a large choice of floats and different colors and different characters that you won't be disappointed at all.
Okay, remember I mentioned George Strait impersonator. Now we're going to see him with let me see. There we go. City Commissioner Richard Cortez. They were a little out of, our papers were a little out of line. So here we go with Texas Country Float and George Strait live impersonator on that float. So look at that. Got the hat, got the guitar, and the voice. Very cool. And I think this is the first year we've had so many professional impersonators that we get to see that perform and sound just like and look like the real thing. They really do resemble them. This is their career, and we're so glad they were able to come down and join us for this, riding along with our commissioner, Cortez, there. This parade is going to be brought to you live on CBS 4 starting at 6:30. We're broadcasting live online, streaming on valleycentral.com right now. But again, if you have family out on the parade route, send us those pictures. We want to see you guys on the parade route as well, having a good time. Our team is going to be out on the parade route as well. You'll see them coming up here. We've got the CBS 4 News team with Sesame Street. Didn't we have a blast when we were on the parade route? I can never decide, do I want to do the route or do I want to sit in here? It's all so fun.
That was the first year they did it.
And it was amazing. I couldn't believe how many people came out to this parade. And so if that was the first year, imagine what it's grown to be this time around.
Yep, pretty big stuff. And we also have many, many more bands and floats, as Marcy pointed out, impersonators coming on through. But it's all about the holiday season, and everybody seems to be feeling the holiday season as the north wind blows in.
It's a little chilly, but if I can take it, you can take it, because I get cold very easily. I'm just dealing with the runny eye. Soon enough, the runny nose will start, and then we're in trouble, Brian.
That's
then
all
I'll
right.
need two of your hankies.
We got
definitely.
Hankies. We got hankies. Anyway, we've got the.
That's the HEB McAllen Holiday Parade float.
Yes.
They've got their football field set up there, and HEB, likes to come on CBS 4, and we love to have them on to give us our Super Bowl tips. What to cook from HEB. They always have great tips for us, and for the holiday season as well.
So they didn't bring the giant inflatable HE Buddy this year.
No, they didn't, but they brought that. I know you love seeing HE Buddy, but they brought that really cool float, followed by another great band, Kiss. We all know Kiss, right?
Oh yes. And will we have Kiss impersonators out there?
They're coming.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm trying to see who we have on this one. Oh, they're there. Okay, we're looking at George Strait impersonator coming by and performing. And the wind is blowing all of my rundown away. Let me get on track with you guys right now.
We've got lots more to go. There is so much to this parade that it will take a while for all this to work itself through because of all the talent.
Listen in to George Strait, Brian.
I'm sorry.
The George Strait impersonator.
I don't know.
There he is. Listen to that.
Oh, I thought you...
Sounding great.
I got a feeling that you have a heart like mine. So let it show.
Wow, that's his real voice. I'm impressed.
If we had the chance to make one heart and two.
I just wanna dance
Wow,
with you.
good job.
That is great. And what a song. Everybody here in Texas knows it. I'm guessing this is our other Dallas Cowboys player coming up here right now.
Lots of applause, lots of folks responding to exactly all of the excitement.
Antonio Brown with the Dallas Cowboys has just arrived. You see all of the fans standing up now to say hello. He was a last-minute addition, and we are so very glad he made it out here.
Yeah.
He is who is on that HEB float right now. No wonder it's a football field, because you've got the Dallas Cowboys on there. Yeah. Made it down. I'm just in shock that these guys, they have the time to do this. That is really, they don't have the time, and they did it anyway for the citizens of South Texas so that we can see the Dallas Cowboys here in person, making it down here before their next game. They just had a fantastic game recently, and they still made time to come down and see everyone on the parade route. This is why you hear the crowd going wild.
The Dallas Cowboys always bring a good cheer.
Yes, they do, yes.
Wow.
I'm just excited to for the people on the parade route. They really came out for a show, and they are going to see a show. It might be a chilly show.
That's right.
But it's not pouring rain. We had that happen one year where it started raining at the end of the parade. Right now, we've got good weather coming up.
As soon as the parade ended, it just started pouring.
No, this time we are getting to see some really great acts, some really huge artists, and there he is, the Dallas Cowboys, Anthony Brown. We're so excited to have him here with us today. So that is such a treat. The Dallas Cowboys, Anthony Brown, as we mentioned, how cool. The crowd is going
And of course, KISS
crazy.
coming around the bend. And the McAllen, Mac High Battling Bulldog Marching Band.
Maybe next year we dress up as KISS for Halloween.
That's a good
Let's
idea.
do that.
Yeah.
But you've got to wear those shoes.
Yeah,
The
I'll
high
do that.
heels.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'm in it to win it.
You all heard it right here on ValleyCentral.com.
Next Halloween will be KISS.
We're dressing as KISS.
All right.
Here they come, the impersonator KISS band. And that float is very impressive too. John Ingram's on there somewhere too. I don't know if he's dressed up or not, but he's on there with them.
Well, last count at the airport at McAllen, it was 73 degrees, but I tell you what, with a north wind at 20 miles an hour gusting to 25,
Feels,
it doesn't feel like 73.
And especially when we're up here too.
Yeah.
So the people in the stands got to be pretty chilly out here.
More than likely.
The McAllen High School Battling Bulldog Marching Band, we are in their stadium today, and they are all lit up for this Christmas parade as they help us kick off the holiday season. And this year went by so fast, I know everyone's trying to slow it down a little bit. This is a good way to do it. Sit down, enjoy the parade. If you're at home, get yourself a cup of hot cocoa because it's finally cool out tonight.
Yeah.
And enjoy this parade with us starting at 6:30, which is in just a few minutes on CBS 4 News.
And Aero Architects, ERO Architects, so one of Santa's elves is their 30-foot helium balloon sponsor, and it is ERO.
Such a cute elf. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's so round and plump. I want to take him home.
Yeah, well.
My doggies would love that elf. I don't know where I'd fit it.
Yeah, you got to let all the air out of it first. But
30 feet high.
30 feet high. I don't know how much helium that requires,
Look
but
at
it's a lot.
him. He's adorable. How
know,
much helium? We saw the helium 2 years ago being brought in?
Yeah,
the tanks?
I got that guy. He was just coming in with his truck, and I said, "Hey, are you bringing the helium?" And, yeah, this is the delivery.
helium guy.
I was like, "Hot dog." I met the delivery man for the helium.
I think the helium tanks took up an entire parking lot themselves, just the tanks.
Yeah, when he
to fill
offloaded
these
that
things
truck,
up.
it
Yeah.
took up the entire parking lot.
So ERO has designed over 220 facilities, winning many architecture awards along the way. The firm built its reputation with a design philosophy that respects the land, people, and history of a community. And they brought in that adorable chubby elf for us today.
And the McAllen utility board is coming around.
Oh, wow. They've got a spinner on there.
That lady looks familiar. I'm not sure that's the McAllen utility board.
No, we've got Bert Ogden
Yeah, that's
heading
Bert
here.
Ogden.
Yeah, we've got a
I was gonna
few
say.
changes in our rundown because of.
I know her.
We
Dolly
know
Goss.
her. That is Janet Vacker.
Yeah, that's
and I was going to say,
power lady.
look at, I mean, she probably said, I want 2 Sundays and a Ferris wheel. Janet Vacker gets what Janet Vacker wants, and she puts on a show, and she has a hot pink jacket to match it all. So we're so glad for Bert Ogden dealerships and everything they do for the community. This woman, I don't know how she does it, but she gets it done. Because all the work she does, Brian, during the week for community, for her car dealerships, and then on the weekends shows up to events just to be a part of the crowd. She doesn't even have to be invited. She'll be there because she wants to show her support in person, and I do admire her. One of the inspirational women of the Rio Grande Valley that has always given back to the community. She is just lovely. Hey, Janet! So cute. She's dancing a grease.
Oh my.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm
Mayor Pro Tem Ramirez coming around the bend.
You see more Dallas Cowboys fans giving the sauce. They're so excited. Now this young man, I saw him tweeting today on his way to Texas. He was very excited to get on that plane and come down here. It's Cody Veith. So let me find our spot again. I'm trying to see who else is on there with him. But this is our Prince. Oh, yes, we are streaming live right now on ValleyCentral.com.
But soon.
Our Prince float and that symbol that is known around the world. our team saying hello to Cody Beef here today, and our excited residents here in the stadium. I don't think I've ever seen so much blue on Christmas, but because the Dallas Cowboys are here, they are all having a good time here. There's Cody Beef.
Yep.
We've got Aida Ramirez, our Mayor Pro Tem Commissioner, and the family on that float as well. Let's see who else is coming up here. I see even more. No, these are just Dallas Cowboys fans.
Really?
I'm telling you, everyone in the parade is just the biggest fan. Our McAllen Public Utility Board, we are fans of yours. Let me tell you about that, everything you do for us. But check out this float, the details that went into this float as well. Getting a good look at it, we see roses. You've got a lion up here.
If you can run a utility, you can run a float.
Right?
That's what I'm thinking.
They're the ones keeping us, and I see a drone about to take off right now, a little small one, to give us shots from high up above as well. The parade continues here. I'm excited to see the CBS 4 News float with Sesame Street. We're going to go on live on CBS 4 News as well to bring this to you. And again, this is just the kickoff, everyone. If you're saying I missed it, no, you didn't miss it. We are starting here at the stadium, and then it takes off into the parade route. Plus, there are so many events going on in the city of McAllen that everyone can take part in. There's a carnival right across the street here from the stadium. The lighting of the Christmas tree over at the Civic Center. Have you been to see that one?
I've not seen it yet.
Enormous. I mean, you have to look up 3 times to see the top of that thing.
All right.
Look at this beautiful float, Brian. We've got a lion on board.
It's detailed,
We have
for sure.
the water tower as well. A lot of detail going into this. They got the most beautiful trophy for the most beautiful entry. I agree with that. That is very pretty. Have you ever been a part of...
Keep that rain away, please.
Okay. They're cheering for the rain not to come.
No
they
rain,
don't care about the cool. They just don't want the rain.
You
I
know,
agree.
the time that it takes to put these floats together, we forget about that because we have the fun and we get to see it here. It takes months to put these things together. We did it when we were kids for elementary school with paper mache, and that was on a small scale, so I can only imagine what they do now. Here come the Westlake Panthers. The Wesco Panther Corps.
Marching band.
Lots of purple and white here today.
They received a superior division rating at the UIL marching contest, by the by. And they are one of the first bands to perform in corps style, which is my preference. In marching bands, I enjoy the corps style. I'm old school.
Look who's coming, Brian. Your friend came after all.
It's HE, buddy.
Here's the United Mix Personal Prescriptions float. We have, let's see, Def Leppard on our float. Our live impersonators, live Pyromania performance as well.
I was just listening to Def Leppard a little bit ago.
There you go. It was a sign of what was to come tonight. So many genres represented on this float.
Tons. But all that I'm familiar with, and I'm very thankful for that, because a lot of people talk about music today, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
So when you talk Def Leppard and Kiss, I'm good.
Between my eyes and Brian's hair, we're still getting this parade done anyway. It's not bad. It's windy. It's cool. I'm telling you, if I can take it, anyone can take it out here because I get, you know how cold I get quickly. It's just the wind is getting to my eyes. But Brian, is it going to get even colder out here tonight?
Well, yeah, I expect we're going to probably drop another 6-8 degrees here in the next hour or so. So I would definitely say you need to be prepared. Wear a jacket and you're good to go. Again, I want to reiterate, the good news is the rain didn't materialize. We had a couple of light showers earlier, but that was it. We ended up with a rain-free event, and that's great news. More moving on and along. Hey, everybody's having a good time.
There he comes, H.E. Buddy.
H.E. Buddy's the king.
He's scaring a few of the fans because he kind of lobbing over, but we've got to get him up into the wind, and then we can get him moving a little bit better. Again, we had volunteers just from the community.
Yeah.
These are volunteers that they said, who wants to come help? They came out and they started rehearsing on their own time to learn how to maneuver these floats.
Yeah.
So that's why we see H.E. Buddy coming along the parade route.
Wind gusts right now, 25 miles an hour out of the north. So H.E. Buddy is a giant wind sock right now. So these folks handling him brave. to say
And
the
then
least.
they're about to hit the real wind once they leave the stadium,
Yeah.
and then it's really on. So right now it's because they're in
Oh
front
no,
of
he's
them.
eating that woman.
Hey, HE Buddy needs some food every once in a while too, you know.
Oh, that's funny stuff. Oh.
There they go. It's going to take a lot of running, guys, a lot of manpower.
Very good stuff. Very good.
I think the audience is entertained by the struggles of HE Buddy, but the volunteers are going to get a workout tonight. Everybody's safe. It is a balloon. We're making sure nobody's trapped.
Yeah,
you
how
know.
much harm can he do, really?
No, we just don't want him to fly away. Because then how the heck do we catch him then? But here we go. They're getting it off the way. They're having fun with it. I do see them having some fun there.
Run for your life! HE Buddy tried to slap the both of us.
Well, you said you wanted to give him a high five, so
I
he came
did.
down here to help you with that, didn't he?
Yes, wow.
We've got our media partners over here laughing at us. There they are, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. And look who's on the float with them. That is our very own CBS 4's Nora Cano, a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. She's on the float with her Dallas Cowboys cheerleader friends now. There's Nora. You didn't know that our sales rep, Nora, is a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Yes.
I'm saying my jaw's open.
And that is Benya Eye Institute, of course, a big friend of the Cowboys. He brought the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders down here today, one of our big sponsors. So the crowd going wild for these beautiful ladies, and I go wild for our coworker Nora, who's a former cheerleader who always helps out local cheerleading teams here because they get to learn from a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. She's from the Valley, born and raised, and she came back, and now she gets to be on the float with her new partners on the Dallas Cowboys football field. There she is. There's Dr. Pena and his family.
Hey, doctor.
Hey, Nora! There are Dallas Cowboys. There's Rowdy, blowing kisses, throwing up the X. Oh yeah, I can hear the screams from the men, the slaps from the women already as the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders go
What are
by.
you looking at?
Look at that.
Oh, honey, nothing.
That's
honey.
a big roar.
HE Buddy, oh no, now he's falling backwards. Oh,
Yeah, we talked about it.
this is.
All right, we've got Commissioner Veronica Vela Whitaker for District 6 on a float with the mariachi here.
And again, everyone, if you're joining us live on CBS 4.
Oh yes, that's right. We're on
we're
TV now because we've been live streaming on
We've been
Valley
streaming,
Central.
But now we're all focused on the parade, and the parade is taking a really fun route, and that HE Buddy looks like, I don't know, I don't want to say, he's crazy. He's all over the place.
He's a little too excited tonight to be in this parade, but that's what we want, a lot of excitement.
Very entertaining.
Our volunteers are doing their very best to keep them upright, and this is just the beginning. If you're just joining us now on CBS 4 News, we're a little rowdy because we've been on since 6 o'clock online, and it is chilly out here, very windy out here, and I think everybody's getting in the spirits. We already saw Cole Beasley from the Dallas Cowboys come through. The crowd went wild. Darius Jackson from the Dallas Cowboys come through here. Also, Anthony Brown from the Dallas Cowboys. Now the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders just went by with a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, our very own CBS 4's sales rep, Nora Cano, on the float with them. So a very excited team here tonight for the Dallas Cowboys, but for everybody else who's out here, all of the bands, look at this train, every detail that went into this parade tonight, the McAllen Holiday Parade.
It's living up to everything that it promises.
The city has outdone themselves yet again. McAllen ISD has this beautiful train with students, administrators, but I also see Sister Norma Pimentel on the train. She runs the Respite Center at Sacred Heart. So we know she does a lot for not just the community, but people that have come here for any type of help and assistance, any refugees, they have been helping them out. So we see her there on the train. Oh look, we have another fun balloon coming through here. And if you see them struggling, it's only because the wind is blocked in some of these areas in the stadium.
Yeah, but that wind is about 20 miles an hour right now.
I mean, don't call me the expert, it's you the expert, but that's why they're having a few difficulties.
Trying to remember the name of that character from the show Cars.
I know it's in here somewhere.
It'll come to me in a minute.
It is a happy convertible sports car racing red. It's racing red and flying high. It doesn't say the name.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
no. It's Kyle. Kyle the convertible.
Okay, that's a different one, but that's just fine.
That is Kyle the convertible. And this is basically a little practice run before they head out onto the
Well, they're going to need practice. They're going to be bone tired by the time they're done, too.
Just don't come and hit us in the face like H.E. Buddy did.
H.E. Buddy tried to take us out, people. I saw the whole thing, officer.
I just put up my hand just in case. Just don't mess up my hair, little car there. No, the volunteers, I'm joking, you can mess with my hair. The volunteers here have come out here in their own time, on their own time, for weeks learning how to maneuver these balloons.
Yeah.
And they are going to they're going to be put to the test once they hit that parade route.
Yep.
Because the wind's going to get going, but again, if one of them flies away, return it, please.
Yeah, if you're in Alamo and H.E. Buddy ends up in your front yard, please return him to H.E.
To the H.E. nearest to you.
That's right.
You might need a few trucks and about 100 people to help you out, but give him back to us.
You can't miss him. He's huge, and he has a really scared look on his face.
Everyone's safe out here. The kids are having a blast, which is really what this is all about. And I really love that there are people from outside of our community, outside of the valley, that came here for whatever reason it was, whether it was to see one of our guest artists or one of our professional impersonators, or even the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Here are some main example from out of town that entered the parade that come every year. This is the Fiesta San Antonio float, and they came all the way from San Antonio to make sure that they're part of the McAllen parade.
Yep.
How about that?
You don't want to miss it. That's the thing. You know, word gets around fast. Next thing you know, everybody wants to be here.
I know everyone out there who is probably just tuning in right now, Brian, is saying, what about this cold front that came in, this cool air?
Well, I'll tell you what, we did not expect this cold front to be here this early. My forecast was for the rain to hold off, but also for it to be 80 degrees. Well, I got it half right. The rain did hold off and did not materialize, so it's go. We're a go here. But unfortunately, the cool air blew in on the backside, and here we are with a significant north wind, 20 miles an hour, gusting to 25, and temperatures falling. I'm going to check up the latest temperature here in a second.
Yeah, when the wind starts to push out, that's when it gets cool. But good thing we've got all of our entries here dressed well in their, let's see, who was that? La Jolla High School Marching Band, and their dancers as well, the Coyote Band.
Yeah.
They're dressed to impress, and I bet they're nice and warm, so that's the good thing.
Yeah, that's when you're in the marching band. You want to stay warm.
Oh, the Jewelettes. That's who was in there in the La Jolla High School Band. The Jewelettes are dressed in their Mrs. Claus outfits. All right, La Jolla, thank you so much. And all of you watching out there, remember, this is going on. This is just the start of the parade at the McAllen Stadium, where CBS 4 News is bringing it to you live again this year, the McAllen Holiday Parade. Yeah. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this one even bigger and better than last year. You know, Dallas Cowboys players are here in town going down the parade route right now. Cole Beasley, our Grand Marshal. Made it to McAllen, Texas.
Yeah, what I like about this year is that it is very homespun.
Yes.
You get a feel of Texas and the Valley this year that you just is even more so than last year. So yeah, it's very, very homespun. You won't be disappointed at all.
And again, a lot of these parade floats, a lot of people took time. They have crews that put this all together, parade crews and parade organizations.
How do you ready someone to handle a balloon that size in 30 mile an hour winds?
Oh, the volunteers for that. I mean, okay, everybody, I want you to do 40 sprints
and then
every morning and then again at night to get ready for this. And then let me have you hold sandbags over your head for 3 miles.
Now hold on to this pickup truck while we drive it off.
This is FIESTA FLAMBEAU, another beautiful float from the city of San Antonio. We welcome our friends from San Antonio here with us.
It even has the spinning restaurant on it.
Yes. Oh, here comes Cool Cookie Monster.
C is for cookie. That's good enough for me.
Yes, and Cookie Monster, along with a lot of other floats, are probably, let's say that's the medium-sized float.
Yeah.
I mean, medium-sized balloon, we have even bigger ones coming up here in the parade, but these are so impressive. One of the big floats that I know a lot of the kids are excited to see is Peppa Pig, and that's coming up soon. But this is one of our tributes to Sesame Street. Thanks to AEP for brightening up our holidays as well. And this is Meldon and Hunt, actually. We've got AEP's doing Big Bird, that's in a minute. But right now we have Meldon and Hunt with Cookie Monster coming through. Hey, Cookie Monster is rolling.
Oh, he's on like a piano
no
dolly.
wonder he's so steady, unlike the others so far.
It looks like a giant piano dolly that he's on, and he's just rolling along.
And I would eat that giant cookie all by myself.
Yeah.
I promise you I would.
I grew up with Cookie Monster. I tell you what, that was good stuff.
More of our friends from the city of McAllen here today.
With a nice traditional float?
Yes, it is a traditional float, and a beautiful one at that. The nativity scene there.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is joining us. The McAllen International Bridge System. You see that bridge all lit up, and you see USA on one side. That's us, and we've got McAllen, and then Hidalgo and Reynosa on the other side as well.
And again, everybody is weathering the cool air just fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all good. There's no problems.
I don't need my eyes.
There are no problems. yeah, your eyes.
I don't need to see right now. It's just tears. It happens with any breeze. I get a few tears.
Well, and
but it
again,
really is a nice night out here. What's the update, Brian?
Well, the latest update in terms of temperature reading I have continues to say 73 degrees, so I'm suspect of that. But I do have a north wind at 20 to 25. So, my update was at 6:41. So, the report out of McAllen was at 73 degrees here just recently. But it's expected to continue to head towards 60 degrees over the course of the night. So, be prepared for temperatures falling through the 60s if you're out here.
It feels like, let me tell you what it feels like, because Brian's used to the cold.
Yeah, being from Michigan, I kind of get used to it.
I would say it feels like it's about 58 degrees to me up here.
I was going to say, if you're standing where we are, it feels more like about 55, 60 degrees.
It's pretty chilly, so bring a jacket if you're still going to head out here, because, again, this is the start of the parade. They're starting here in the stadium and then headed out to the parade route. So even if you're at the end of the parade route, you're going to get to see every single one of these entrants, including Cole Beasley, who's at the start of the parade with the Dallas Cowboys. Here comes the Donna North High School Marching Band and the Donna Redskins in attendance with us today, so you'll get to see Donna. And I hope there are people out there from Donna watching us at home on CBS 4 News as well as on the parade route.
Cookie Monster almost didn't clear the uprights there, but we got it. They got it under control.
They got it. There are a few drops of rain, a few little sprinkles.
Yeah,
you feel that?
I did, but I didn't want to say anything.
Every few seconds. Well, I'm not concerned. I'm just letting you know, because we have umbrellas. And you know what? I think you had already told a lot of people about what was going on this weekend. I know a lot of people brought umbrellas and slickers on the parade route.
When you consider all the rain that has been falling north of us, this is a gift that we ended up with as little rain as we've had in terms of our celebrations, whether it's the Nights and Lights at the Gladys Porter Zoo.
Oh, that's going on still tonight, yes.
Yep. Or whether it's the parade in Harlingen, or whether it's here in McAllen or Hidalgo, the lights. We really, really lucked out in terms of rain and not being deluged and spoiling the good time.
When that wind blows through, it gets
really gets
so cold up here. Oh, yeah. But luckily I wore a long sleeve dress, and I've got boots on. I thought I looked a little too much like Mrs. Claus, but I'm so happy I dressed like this today.
Yeah, good footwear is important in a
With
time
my
like
knee-high boots and socks underneath as well. So enough about my ridiculous attire.
It continues to be an impressive shot as the bands come through, as the floats come through, the balloons come through, and it just continues to impress, whether it's the music or the sight or the crowd enjoying all of this spontaneous holiday affair.
Oh, I mean, look at that. People are having a really good time, and I know they're very glad they got those tickets to get here in the stadium, but even if you're on the parade route, you're going to have a great shot. But if you want to stay nice and warm at home, just keep it here with CBS 4 News, because we're bringing you every single entrant. Idea Public Schools now, some excited children. They wore their long sleeves.
Yeah.
They were prepared. And they have some jingle bells right in front of them. And even the little tiny jingle bells are having a little bit of difficulty with the wind.
They're getting pushed around. That's all right. So we've had all kinds of really cool impersonators of bands like Def Leppard and the Beatles.
Right.
We've had Dallas Cowboys on through here. We've had H.E. Buddy, Cookie Monster, and they're all now going down Bicentennial, heading south toward Business 83. And that's the place where you need to be to catch this.
Right.
And it's not too late.
It's not too late, but don't think you can just drive up to Bicentennial. It's not going to happen. Everything's blocked off right now, but if you can find a way to walk on over there, go for it. We continue going on with this parade. Again, CBS 4 News is our co-workers are on the float for Sesame Street. That's coming up a little bit later, so we'll get to see them. And right now we still have IDEA schools, charter schools that are located all across the valley, even in San Antonio and other places in Texas. So we're so glad that IDEA started right here in the Rio Grande Valley. What a great idea.
Indeed. You can come.
So many beautiful faces.